Do you have really tight quad muscles? Well, this is one piece of the puzzle to trying to get those quads to function in a more loose and natural way. This also goes great for people who have accentuated curves in their lower back, anterior pelvic tilt, and just really tight quads. So this stretch is called standing quad stretch, and all you need is an exercise bench, like you'll see when I get into the instructions, or you can use a chair, a bar stool. You can stack things on top of a chair to get to the right height. It's really all about finding the right height that'll allow you to get that stretch in your quads. Let's get into the instructions for standing quad stretch. Now, there are a number of ways you can do this. You're going to need some type of piece of equipment that will help you accomplish this pose that I'm going to show you right now. I like to use this bench because I can just pull this and bring it up to a level that I know will allow me to stretch the quad. But if you don't have an exercise bench like this, you can go ahead and use a step ladder, you can use a bar stool, you can stack yoga blocks on a chair, whatever you need to get to the proper height. Now, what is that proper height? Let's find out. I'm going to show this from the side so you can see my full body, or so you can see all the relevant parts of my body while I'm doing this. Now, I want this kind of just underneath my butt pretty much. And from here, I'm just going to situate it behind one leg. Now, I want it such that when I bring my knee up, I can rest my foot on there. And now you may not feel much of a stretch at this point. What you need to do is make sure both your knees are in alignment, meaning I don't have, you can see my back leg isn't way in behind my front leg. It's not way in front of. My knees are in alignment. And if you're not feeling much of a stretch here, what you really need to do, and either way, you really want to try to flex your pelvis, meaning that the stretch isn't coming just from the fact that my leg is up here. The real stretch you're going to feel up in this top part where your quad muscles attach to your pelvis and upper body and your hips. You're going to make sure that your other foot is straight ahead and then flex that pelvis. See, that's relaxed. See, you can see my butt go back a bit, and then I'm going to flex that pelvis. And that is what really brings that stretch into the quads. And I don't want your foot, you see how that moved here? I move my foot out here. I don't want my foot outside of this line with my knees and my hips. I should have my hips, knee, and my ankle all in one plane here. And that is really all there is for this stretch. You just want to hold it for the amount of time recommended in your menu. Might be 30 seconds to a minute in most cases. And then, of course, you're going to do the same thing with the other leg. Get your knees in alignment and flex that pelvis to really stretch out those quad muscles. Now, we're not trying, you could get, I could put this way higher and get a different kind of stretch, but that's not what we want to do, because then we are arching that low back and putting that pelvis into extension. The stretch should really all come from actively flexing your pelvis. And that's all you need to know about standing quad.